Sports are great for kids, and I want kids all around the world to be active in sport. And sport is so helpful for kids because of a number of reasons. First of all, physically. Now, it may not be the case that your kid ends up in Major League Baseball or NFL or as a professional soccer player, but we know that kids who are involved in sport are healthier kids. Sports really encourages a number of healthy behaviors. It makes them live longer, and when they're adults, it makes stronger bones, it makes stronger muscles, and it really reduces a number of the diseases, including obesity and heart disease, all kinds of things. Lifetime fitness is what we're after, and kids who start sports young are much more likely to be active teenagers, active adults, and active grandparents. So we want to make sure our kids are active physically. It makes a huge difference. And then also emotionally, sports are so important mentally for kids. We know that the kind of concept of the dumb jock isn't true at all. Kids who are involved in sport do better in school, they have higher self-esteem, they just feel generally better about themselves. So emotionally, sports are terrific for kids in terms of being able to be confident on the field and off the field. They also do better scholastically. So there's a number of reasons why sports are really beneficial for kids, both for their mind and for their body. So one of the negatives that I deal with in my office all the time is injury. And kids can get injured playing sports. And when it happens, it's devastating to the kid. It's devastating to the parents, to the community. These range from kind of minor injuries called overuse injuries, which are thankfully much more common, to much more serious injuries called acute traumatic injuries. We see both types of injury in kids' sport. And the key thing around injury is that it doesn't just have to happen. That really I'm very much into how can we make sports safer for kids. And so in comes the piece called preventive strengthening. Now, many parents and coaches have the misconception that kids cannot strength train, but in fact, the opposite is true. We know from a number of medical organizations, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, that kids as young as 8 years of age can start strength training at home. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't need $1 million trainer. It doesn't need $1 million gym. This kind of body weight strengthening is so incredibly valuable for kids. It builds bone density, it builds muscle strength, and it reduces the risk of injury. So welcome to At Peak. The concept of this program is to combine both preventive strengthening and social networking together to make strength training fun and effective. I want people all over the world to be actively involved in preventive strengthening, both to make sports safer and to make their bodies more ready to play sport. I hope you love it.